Hello YouTube. So I do a quick video here on how to turn off your tail, so your squelch tail or tone, tail tone they also call it, on your Retevis or the Midland GMRS two-way repeater. This is for either the Retevis model 97 or the 97s or the Midland mxr10. As I did a video before how the Midland software does work on the Retevis repeater, because the Midland repeater is the Retevis. Okay, so we're going to show you how to turn that function, the elimination, on in this repeater. And I have the Retevis on the bench right now. I have the Retevis 97 up without the S. There's no data port on this model, but the programming software works on either one of or either three of those repeaters, like I said. Now, I have the programming cable. I did a video on how to do your COM ports, so I'm not going to get in real depth on that in this video. But I have the programming cable plugged in directly into the computer. You don't need a dummy load hooked up. I just automatically do it just out of habit. Okay, now I'm going to go and I need to refresh my memory. So I'm going to go to Device Manager again to see what COM port number I need to tell the software. If you open yours up and if it looks like this, you click on the arrow button, you go to COM ports, and the programming cable for the repeater programming is the prolific USB to serial COM port. In my case, it says COM port 6. Yours might be a different number there, but for me, I got to use COM port 6. Okay, so I got to make note of that. And how I got there is, if you didn't see me do it, I typed in here Device Manager down here at the bottom. That's the screen that we were just at. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the Midland software first. Okay, so let's open that up. I got to go to COM, and I got to make sure it is on 6, so I'm good there. I hit OK. Now, the first thing we got to do is we got to read the information from the repeater. So we're going to click on Read. We're going to hit Read, and you can see it going there at the very bottom. And it said Finish. No errors. We're good. I recommend, before you do any changes, you save your config file that your repeater's at now. So after you do a read, go to save up here. Doesn't matter if you're using the Midland software, doesn't matter if you're using the Retevis software. Save the config file before you change anything. Call it default RT97 or default mxr10, whatever name you want to give it. Do that before you do anything. I'm not going to do that because I've already did that. So that's recommend you do that right away. Now, after you're done reading it, we got to find the option to turn the elimination on. So we're going to go to Edit, Option, Features, and this is where we can tell it. Do I want the elimination on or off on this bottom line? Tail tone eliminate. On or off. It's off now, so that means when I unkey the radio, I will hear a ch. If I want it on, I just go to on. And this relay delay, they're talking about, the Midland doesn't say this, but the Retevis software does, the relay delay for the tail tone. So obviously if you turn the eliminator on, you don't have to worry about that, because that's going to disregard that anyways, because you're turning the elimination on. So we're going to turn it on. We're going to hit OK. Now, we got to write this back to the repeater. So we got to hit right here. Hit right. And make sure you get that finish. Okay, now we close. I like to reread it again just to make sure it took. So I like to go to read. Hit read. I want to double check it's what it's supposed to be. So I always like rereading any changes I make. and it's the same way. So now I'm set to go. Also in here, you can see the squelch levels there. If you want to lock the key lock, if you want it to transmit or not, all that is also in here. So that's how you do it. Pretty simple. I'm going to show you the Retevis version. So let's close this. Let's go to the Retevis version. Software, that is. Again, I got to make sure I'm on COM port 6. I got to go to set, communication port. Yep, I'm at 6. I have to do a read. Under program, I got to read the repeater data first. Done. Now, I go under edit, options, and there it is. And this is where Retevis tells you it's a relay tail delay. Retevis just says relay delay, I believe. Or Midland just says relay delay. But that's it. That's the if you want the squelch on, you got to turn this off. Then you can adjust how long after the tone the delay will be. And this is not really seconds, I don't think, because I played with this and it doesn't seem to be seconds. But you can make it be kind of a long delay. I just like it at 1. Or you don't have to. You can leave that off and have it be a tail tone immediately after you unkey. Okay? So I'm going to make this off. I'm going to make this off. We're going to hit OK. We're going to go back to program. We're going to write the data back to the repeater because you got to write it back to the repeater. Now I'm going to do another read, like I said before, just to make sure it took. Go back to edit, options, and off and off. That's how you do it. That's how simple it is. Now, I kind of like the squelch tail or tone tail because in some of my videos, if you remember when I do distance test, sometimes I can hit the repeater. I may not have any sound coming back, but at least with the tail tone, when I unkey, I hear the ch. I know I'm hitting the repeater. So I kind of like it on for those type of situations. So it just depends on what your preference is. But there may be times you need to turn it off, especially if you're trying to do some type of, connecting this up to something else. You may have to turn it off. But that's how you do it using either or software. Pretty simple. Again, make sure you plug in your programming cable directly into your computer. And make sure there's no error messages. Like I said in that one video, we're gonna exit this. When you go to your device manager, make sure when you go to your COM port, there's no exclamation mark on this. And if there is, that means there's something wrong with the driver. You may have to right-click it and update driver and see that fixes it. Or uninstall driver and replug the cable back in. Actually, unplug the cable first, then do the uninstall. I kind of did that in that video, but make sure that you know what COM port number you need. So then you can tell the programming software what communication cable or port that you need, whether it's the Midland software or the Retevis software. So that's how you turn on or off the tail elimination. If you have any questions or comments, please post down below. Please subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.